Apple just dropped the iPhone 17 Pro, and I know a lot of people are already saying it feels kind of boring. But honestly, once you stop looking at the surface and actually dig into what this phone is packing, it feels like Apple's pulled off one of those sneaky upgrades that doesn't scream for attention but ends up changing the experience in a big way. Let's start with the selfie camera. Apple says it's an 18 megapixel, but behind the scenes it's actually a 24 megapixel square sensor. Why square? Because it lets the phone crop intelligently. Take a group shot while holding your phone vertically, and it widens the frame so everyone fits in. Shooting solo, it switches back to the tighter crop automatically. And when you're filming, the sensor can literally shift around inside that square to keep framing smooth. It's subtle, but it's the kind of thing you'll use every day without even thinking about it. Zoom fans are going to love the telephoto upgrade. Apple now gives you what they call 8x zoom, but in reality it's clever sensor cropping stacked on top of 4x optical. Still, the difference is real. Photos are way sharper, way more detailed, and don't look like mush when you zoom in. It feels like Apple's finally caught up in the zoom game without going crazy with huge, clunky camera modules. Now, the display. This one is huge. Apple added an anti-reflective layer that basically kills glare. If you've ever tried to read your phone outside, you know how bad reflections can get. I tested the S24 Ultra last year, which had a similar tech, and it was game-changing. Combine that with the iPhone's boosted 3000 nit brightness, and you've got a screen that's almost impossible to wash out in sunlight. Watching a movie in bed? Looks crisp. Using GPS on a road trip with the sun blasting through the windshield? Still clear. It's one of those quality-of-life upgrades that makes every interaction better. Battery life is another area where Apple went big. The regular 17 Pro now lasts as long as last year's Pro Max, which is nuts. And the new Pro Max packs a larger battery than Samsung's Ultra. That means this phone is built for heavy users. Add in the new vapor chamber cooling system, Apple's first ever, and performance won't tank when you're gaming or pushing the processor hard. Even long 5G sessions won't make it dim the screen like older models. Design got a refresh too. The aluminum unibody isn't just eye candy, it makes the phone sturdier, lighter, and better at dealing with heat. Plus, with Apple switching the back to ceramic shield glass, it should be way harder to crack compared to past generations. That alone is going to save people a lot of heartbreak and repair bills. And let's not skip charging. Apple finally listened. We're now looking at 40-watt charging that can juice you to 50% in 20 minutes. Not the absolute fastest in the industry, but compared to the snail pace of older iPhones, huge step forward. You can top up before heading out and not worry about babysitting your phone for an hour. Apple's also quietly flexing its muscle with the new N1 wireless chip. It runs Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and even supports Thread for smart homes. But the real win is how smooth it makes switching connections. Leave your house and it instantly flips from Wi-Fi to 5G without that weird dead zone where nothing loads. It's one of those invisible upgrades that just makes the phone feel more reliable. And of course, the A19 Pro chip. It's ridiculous. Benchmarks show it outpacing Apple's own laptops from just a year or two ago. The GPU is 40% faster, single-core scores rival the M4 Max, and multi-core beats Intel's old Mac Pro Tower. That's workstation-level performance in your pocket, which is crazy when you think about it. So yeah, at first glance, the iPhone 17 Pro might look like another safe, predictable Apple update. But when you add it all up, the camera smarts, the brighter anti-glare screen, longer battery life, faster charging, sturdier build, and a chip that leaves laptops in the dust, this feels like one of those upgrades that sneaks up on you. Not flashy on the outside, but once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. So, what's your take on this? Which one do you prefer? Share it down below in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, take care.